3 employees and 1 former employee from the Summit County School District are facing charges for not reporting child abuse. Summit Middle Principal Greg Guevara, Counselor Maureen Flanagan, and a current and former member of the HR department were all indicted on Friday. They each turned themselves in. Court records show the indictment stemmed from an incident in September 2021. That day, the principal found out one of his students said her PE teacher touched her inappropriately during class. Investigators said it took the school more than a month and 6 more girls coming forward before they called the Summit County Sheriff's Office. The PE teacher is now facing 8 felony charges for sexual assault of a child. According to an affidavit, one parent says the district claimed her daughter was lying because she got a bad grade. It also says the district's HR director told the PE teacher, quote, "We don't call police right away unless it's so doggone obvious." The school district sent a letter to parents yesterday saying the principal and a counselor were going on administrative leave. The district told us it couldn't say more because it's a personnel matter, but they are working with law enforcement. The PE teacher accused of sexual assault pleaded not guilty and is due back in court tomorrow.
It is now 6:04 on your Wednesday morning, and right now Colorado is in the middle of a teacher shortage. In fact, 85% of teachers told the Colorado Education Association this is the worst shortage they have ever seen. But a new bill making its way through the state house could bring a solution. If passed, Colorado could join the Interstate Teacher Mobility Compact. Basically, a group of states will create a set of rules making it easier for educators to jump from state to state so they can take jobs outside of the state where they are licensed.
It really cuts down on the bureaucracy and actually the cost that people coming from out of state can incur, eliminating, them having to retake tests or do duplicative processes that just really make it easier to get people into the classroom as soon as possible.
The compact needs 10 states in order for it to be enacted. The Colorado Education Association says they believe Colorado would be the 10th state. The House already passed the bill, so now the Senate will have to vote on it.
We are just a few weeks away from the Denver mayoral election. Most of the 17 candidates say they will forcibly clear homeless encampments. State Representative Leslie Herod has other ideas. She says people living on the streets are willing to accept shelter if offered.
9 in 10 people living on the streets right now want to be in shelter. They want to be housed. Imagine a Denver where 9 in 10 of the people who are living in encampments right now are not in encampments anymore, are not on our streets, are housed. That is the #1 priority of my administration, will be to get folks in that housing. And we've got a plan to do it. We know that Denver, DPS, and RTD own the majority of the vacant lots in Denver. A majority of those Denver sites can be utilized for social housing and for things like the Village Collaboratives are doing, which are temporary shelters for people who are living on the streets.
You can watch that full conversation and the other candidates for Denver mayor on our 9news.com or the Next YouTube channel. And Thursday on Next, we will have the results of our poll in the race for mayor.
St. Vincent Health in Leadville has a new leader trying to get the hospital out of a big financial hole. It's the only hospital in the entire county, so the goal is to keep it afloat. The hospital spent $250,000 on surgery equipment it can't even use, but also can't afford to pay its vendors. There have been missed paychecks as well, and late last year, St. Vincent had to beg for a county bailout to pay its doctors and nurses. Its new leader, John Gardner, says he is still learning just how deep the financial struggles go. But Gardner says one reason this happened is because department heads didn't have budgets to stick to.
They had no idea in terms of what they had to spend for the year. There was no monthly reporting of, okay, you're over budget, you're under budget. So that everybody was kind of driving in the dark, which you just can't do that in a hospital.
Gardner says this can be fixed, but it might not happen quickly. So far, he's cut 50 full-time positions, a third of the staff, and wants to focus on the basics like properly credentialing doctors so that insurance companies will pay for procedures. Today, you might start seeing wine on the shelves in your grocery store.
Voters approved this change back in November. It might be more convenient, but a lot of people are worried about what this will mean for small liquor stores. Today, we want to know, where are you going to shop for wine now? A grocery store, liquor store, or just whatever is closest, maybe the most convenient? Our poll is live on 9news.com/vote now.
And while you're doing that, 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez is live inside Trader Joe's here in Denver. And Brianna, they're already making space on the shelves there.
Yeah, they already made some space. They're already done, actually. They let us in bright and early because they've been working nonstop to make sure that now that you're going to the grocery store, you will see wine. So you'll be able to grab your cart, get your groceries, and of course, tons of wine that could pair nicely with your dinner or your lunch. But of course, we have been to liquor stores who say that this was a big concern. That's because this would take about 30% of their business. They all say that wine sales is really big. So I do want to know where you're going to be buying your wine now, grocery stores or liquor stores, but you have options, 2 options. And now I'm here joined by Trader Joe's manager, Jane. Thank you so much for doing this interview and for letting us in bright and early. How did you guys prepare for this lovely day for you guys?
Well, we've been working on it for quite some time, a few months. We have an excellent team. They've been really creative, and we've utilized our space. We do have, not the biggest grocery store footprint, but small but mighty. So we did some overnight work, and here it is.
The day is finally here. Do you guys expect a big crowd, or you're not sure?
Well, there's been a lot of excitement, a lot of questions and curiosity. So I think the neighborhood is really excited and been anticipating this for a little while. So I think I'm excited for today, and I think we're going to have a really nice weekend.
Awesome. Well, there you have it. Corey, Jordan, I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right. Well, right now, a lot of people weighing in on this poll, Brianna, so thank you for that. A lot of people definitely saying that the liquor store right now seems to be where they're going to continue to buy their wine, about 56%.
Shopping local, that's good. You're staying at the liquor store, but there is a convenience factor there. And as I was saying, grocery stores are not going to hurt if you're not going to buy their wine from them, right? But liquor stores, this is 20 to 30% of their sales, so it could make a big difference for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you can keep weighing in. Again, just go to 9news.com/vote now.
And one thing you want to know about the weather, temperatures are going to be on the cool side, 30s to the low 40s. We do see a chance of snow showers or light snow today. Then tomorrow, sunshine returns and a slightly warmer temperatures as well, with the 30s and lower 40s.